upset the established order, and everything becomes chaos. Oh, and you know the thing about chaos? It's beer.
Yo guys, this is Reinhardt and this is a video about the proper lock damage. I'm gonna be running mic scrolling battle tags here to further explain you how exactly lock dots work, how they scale, how it's good to go big and bursty, and what you should do as a lock in general, and I'm gonna show you a quick footage of fights. So let's get started right away. As you guys see, my lock is actually in the Thrive guild. We are growing slowly, but we're getting there. And we actually still need more people. If you guys thinking of transferring over to play with a bunch of cool people, please let me know. Or just transfer over and message us and we're gonna invite you. So anyway, let's get started with the dots. First of all, I'm gonna put a corruption dot on this training dummy. And let's see how much it takes. It takes for 2800, right? 5800 crit. What if I put curse of elements on it? It's starting to tick for like 2950 or somewhere around there. Here, it ticks for 3065 damage. Let me put it again. 3065 damage. Okay, cool. Now what if I get a trinket proc, demon soul and all that good stuff? Let's put it this way. I'm popping it. And let's see. It ticks for still the same thing. But what if I reapply my dot right now? Oh wow, it ticks for a lot higher. 10,000, 11,000. Here, it ticks for 4,500. 9,002 hits. If we divide it by 2, it's 4,500. So my dot damage roughly went out by 50% when I pop my CDs. Now how exactly does this thing work? And it works actually pretty simple. Here, 4,500 crit. How it works is basically whenever you have a prox, whenever you put a demon soul up, you have a trinket, power torrent, whatever it is, whenever you have eradication proc over here as well, you have to be reapplying your dots for them to take effect. Otherwise, they're not gonna tick any time harder. So that's why I sometimes see a lot of warlocks failing at lower ratings because they actually do not know the proper dot damage. And here it goes. You have the procs, please go ahead and reapply damage. Now let's talk about the priority of actually stats. I am fully forged haste. Fully forged haste. And I have about almost 11% haste. And I have 4.74 hit chance. Why my hit chance is not 5% ideal? It's because simply I'm putting more stats for me into haste. Why haste is so important is because here's how it works. It makes your dots tick faster. Makes it tick a lot faster. As you guys can see, my corruption right now ticks for, it does 20,000 shadow damage and it ticks for in a period of 19 seconds. Now really quickly, let me actually save this PvP set and let me take off all my gear, which is 11% roughly haste. Bear with me guys, cause it's a bit annoying, I understand. Almost folks, almost. Stop looking at my crotch, you fuckers. Okay, so we stripped it off. We have roughly spell haste 0%. It was 19 seconds, right? Now it does 2800 damage over 18 seconds. So what gives? Let's put our gear style back. Now let's explain what exactly happened here right now. And what happened here is actually very simple. I got an extra tick, extra corruption tick. That's why the damage shows higher and a little bit duration longer. What basically haste does is it makes your dots tick a whole lot faster. That way you gonna be doing more damage, and that's why you have to be reapplying. Now the reason why we have to be multi-dotting and stacking haste is because if our dots tick faster, that means we're gonna get a lot more eradication procs and a lot more nightfall procs. That's all there is to it. That's why haste is so good for Lux. In addition to that, let's just think here really quick. Haste is awesome, haste is yummy. What else does the haste do for us? It makes our fierce casts a lot faster. That means we will be able to control more targets in arena or rated battlegrounds. Simply put, because we have haste. Lux scaling with dots is absolutely atrociously good. Here, I'm gonna show you really quickly. I'm running Doctor Damage. If you don't know what this add-on is, go and check out my add-ons video. Here, take a look at it. The scaling for the luck is 1 damage per 1 spell power. Okay, this is probably the highest coefficient out of any single spell there is. The coefficient is huge, humongous, atrociously high. And that's why Lux do so much damage. If you leave them alone, they'll destroy the entire team or battleground. So don't leave us alone, guys. Okay, so last thing I want to talk to you about is, let's face it, we just went over how haste is really good for Lux. We just went over of how the Lux damage actually do and take effect. And let's talk about the last thing here. How does our hunt and Curse of Elements work? I'm putting Unstable Affliction here, and let's see how much it takes for right now. And it takes for 6100 crit, so like 33,000 baseline damage. I'm putting Curse of Elements right now on this target. Let's look. Come on, just don't crit, don't crit. It takes for 3250. Now I'm gonna reapply my Unstable Affliction again. 3250. Do you guys remember that number? 3250. Now I'm gonna put a hunt up, and I'm not gonna refresh corruption this time. 3600. 4100. 4100. At the very end with my hunt, it did 4100 damage. So what gives? What does it do for us? That's exactly actually very simple. When you get your procs, stat procs, haste, spell power, you have to be refreshing your dots. But when you have a damage modifiers such as Curse of Elements, Shadow Embrace, and Hunt, it automatically makes your dots tick for much higher damage. So you don't have to be reapplying your dots when you have your Hunt up. In fact, here's a very easy thing kind of to think about it. If you have a corruption, Hunt refreshes corruption on a target. So if you pop Demon Soul, you can just put a Hunt on a target, do a Fell Flame, and apply Bane of Agony again, and you're gonna have a full refreshing. Also, make sure you guys are using your Drain Life for dot refreshes. I also frequently use Drain Soul. Not that frequently, maybe 1 every 4 or 5 games, but it's still pretty actually decent. So that's about it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tell me, what would you want me to put and what kind of videos about the Warlocks? What exactly do you want from me? Okay, and I will do it for you guys. I love you guys. So let's work together. Tell me which videos you wanted me to make, and I'll make it. Otherwise, I'll probably just make videos of me dancing. How's that? Fuck no, actually. I'm not gonna be wasting neither your time nor my time. Thank you guys for watching this video. Let's thrive, and до свидания.